massive win for the Houston Texans just a few moments ago. Derek Stingley calls game. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. This is The Lead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. You're never going to find anybody with more passion speaking about your favorite Houston sports teams than this guy right here. Astros, Rockets, Texans. We try to do it all. So go down in that comment section, Texans fans. Let me know, how are y'all feeling after that massive win against the pitiful Tua and the Miami Dolphins? My goodness, I am hyped about this win. This defense just showed out to everyone. We are legitimate, and if you doubted them, take away the doubt. This defense is absolutely capable of winning a Super Bowl. The performance they had today showed the rest of the NFL they can go toe-to-toe with any offense in the league. We're going to see more of that in how much evident that is in the next 2 weeks going up against the two best quarterbacks in football, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. But, oh my goodness. And if anybody's doubting this defense, by the way, Josh Allen, 9 for 30, 170 yards against his defense. Jordan Love, 2 picks against his defense. Let's see. Jared Goff, 5 picks against his defense. Let's see. Miami Dolphins today. Tua turn of the ball over, 3 interceptions today. This is a guy that was coming off a 15 touchdown to 1 interception ratio. This is the stats he had since he came back from injury. Tua was elite. And the Houston Texans made him look like DJ Uiagalelei. Like, that's how bad Tua looked like today in NRG. This defense was absolutely everywhere, doing their thing. Yes, running back swing passes, a weakness. Running back screens, a weakness. Is someone going to guard the running back? I have no clue. But this defense held the Dolphins to 12 points. They did not give up the big play, and they strapped Tyreek Hill. And by they, him is Derek Stingley. That man deserves his time right now. That man deserves his flowers. First of all, Derek Stingley is going to get a bag. When his time for free agency comes up, he is going to get a bag for the Houston Texans. All right. He is not going anywhere. You cannot lose an elite cornerback like Derek Stingley. He came and showed up to play today. 2 interceptions against Tua, and then he decides he going to call game. Derek Stingley is the best cornerback in the NFL. I have seen enough. He said, hey, Tyreek, you know what? You're going to go out down there, down the sideline, and I'm going to give you the ball. But I'm going to end up with it. You know how much of a badass you got to be to drop your nuts like that? Like, Derek Stingley is an elite and the best cornerback in the NFL. I have seen enough, and this defense for the Houston Texans is capable enough of winning playoff games and getting you to a Super Bowl. Now, offensively, I feel okay. The offense did enough. You had 131 passing yards for CJ Stroud, 2 passing touchdowns, both of them to Nico Collins, because 12 out there, especially in the red zone, because Nico Collins didn't do much of anything else. Again, 131 passing yards. But hey, when you're in the red zone, throw it out to 12. He's going to be out there. The Dolphins defense did not know what to do in the red zone against a Nico Collins. CJ Stroud is still a magical quarterback, and there are very few quarterbacks that can make that play that CJ Stroud did on the run for the first touchdown throw to Mr. Nico Collins. Tank Dell, punt returns. Fantastic. You feel like he's going to break one. And that's what you want. Like, you are putting fear in opposing special teams coordinators moving forward. Like, this guy is legitimate when it comes to the punt return game. He is so close to just popping it off and going for a big one. The Houston Texans offense, the offensive line specifically, they looked better. And by better, I mean the bar is so low. It's like a Westminster dog show. Like the bar is so low for them little dogs to jump over the bar. And the Houston Texans offensive line is just barely getting over the bar. And hey, for their first game, looking like the way they constructed this offensive line for their first game, it was all right. I mean, it was okay. Can it get better moving forward? Sure. But you got 3 games left, and we'll see how much hope there is for that. But the Texans offense did enough, and the defense wins you the game. Huge call from D'Amico Ryans on a Darian Bungawale fake punt. Thought he fumbled that ball for a second. Scared the dickens out of me. But Dare, massive balls by Frank Ross and D'Amico Ryans. I am a certified Frank Ross dude. Like, Frank Ross is a dude. Call him Frank Castle. Call him John Bernthal. He is a lookalike. He is all energy, just like D'Amico, times 100. Frank Ross stays hyped. He's like one of those, he's the hype bro. From WWE, Mojo Rawley and Gronk. Like, and Frank Ross deserves to be in a party boat with both of them. He just massive call there for the Houston Texans. The defense is amazing. The offense did enough. Joe Mixon is okay. Dalton Schultz seems to be okay. He came back in the game after a scare. We had a scary injury today, by the way. Prayers up for Grant Dubose for the Miami Dolphins. I hope he's doing okay. He wasn't moving on the field. They had to cut his jersey open. Hopefully he's okay, man. He had prayers from the Dolphins team and the Texans team. So shout out to him. I hope he's doing all right. Hope for a healthy and speedy recovery. We don't know what it is quite yet, but he got sent to Memorial Hermann immediately when it happened. So, man, I hope he's doing okay. But not to, put the water on the fire on how hyped I am right now and how hyped we are as fans. The Houston Texans move on to 9-5. We're hoping the Broncos can get a dub and beat the Indianapolis Colts. We're hoping the Eagles can go ahead and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers as well, too. The Houston Texans could clinch the division hopefully in a few hours. We'll find out. Who knows? Let's hope this video ages beautifully. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.